I want this song to be featured and scored this version in like Cobra Kai, the Netflix special. I think like I know it's probably impossible to get a cover scored in like a TV show or a movie, but like the way that my brain works being in the industry, I'm sitting here going, where would this fit? I hear this in a movie or a TV show and it should be there, but like then I'm like, oh my god, Cobra Kai was like Karate Kid. Daniel Caruso, the original, was around in the 80s, around the time that this song dropped, and Cobra Kai, the spin-off of that when they're growing up, like I just think that would be a perfect fit.
Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Shakes P. Keeping it 100. Y'all already know how we do here, man. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button. Click that post notification bell. Make sure to like, share, and comment down below. Right now, we're going to jump into a reaction. When I say that this dude right here is heavily requested, that really is an understatement. Right now, we're going to react to the man, the myth, the legend with the golden voice. That is Dan Vasc. Heaven is a Place on Earth, a metal cover. Belinda, Carlisle. Everybody knows this song as the ballad that it is. This is a rock metal singer who has that 70s, 80s hairband voice. And I love the arrangements and things that he does that flips the songs that he does cover. So I'm so looking forward to the spin that Mr. Dan Vasc is going to be putting on this. Without further ado, hesitation, and all that good stuff. Dan Vasc, my friend. Deep breath. It is on you. Sorry for blowing into the mic. I hope that didn't pick up like that. Let's go.
Oh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Oh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place on earth.
Okay, so I'll try and keep some of the talking to a minimal. At times, it's a little bit harder than others. Feel free to fast forward the rants. Some of you like it, some of you don't like it. So I'll keep most of the breakdowns and stuff like that till towards the end. But you see right off the hop what I mean by that 80s hairband style I was talking to. But like, this dude's voice is always on full and total display. And when you think his range can't get any more diverse or better, it really does. This is so good.
They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place on earth. Oh, heaven is a place.
So I don't usually do this, but I am going to read the credits that are there. Obviously, the artist is Dan Vasc. Heaven is a Place on Earth. Instrumental by Victor, the guitar nerd. Mixed by Victor, the guitar nerd, and Dan Vasc. And mastered by Tony Lindgren. I'm assuming, and I hate assuming, but I'm going to assume that it is also Dan Vasc who is playing the keyboard. This dude is so multifaceted. It's like, this dude is so talented and diverse that I wouldn't be shocked to find out that it was him on the keyboard as well.
Heaven is a place.
Sorry.
When the night falls down, I wait for you and you come around, and the world's alive with the sound of kids on the street outside.
It's so cool hearing this coming from a man's vocal, a man's perspective, because this is like a female ballad from the same time era that I keep mentioning, but I've never heard a man cover this, let alone rearrange it. But the vocal range is so different, and this song hits that much different coming from a vocal range that is non-female in the higher register. Not that Dan can't hit those high notes. I'm sure you guys know what I mean.
And you come around and the world's alive with the sound of kids on the street outside. When you walk into the room, you pull me close and we start to move. And we're spinning with the songs above, and you lift me up in a wave of love. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
I gotta rewind it. I'm sorry to rewind it like in the center of the chorus. That's probably the worst place to do it. But the layers of harmony along with the main vocal just hits so much different. This is so sick.
And we're spinning with the songs
Wow.
above, and you lift me up.
Woo, let's go.
Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
See, hearing a man singing this and a guy like Dan, I don't feel fucking weird about fucking lip syncing along to a Belinda Carlisle tune. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not embarrassed to do so. Like, nothing against Belinda Carlisle, but as a rapper and stuff like that, I don't think it would be very manly for a manly man to be lip syncing along to Heaven is a Place on Earth, Belinda Carlisle original version. Do you know what I mean? It's just, this is, no offense, Belinda, but this is a much more hip version than what you created.
When I feel alone, I reach for you and you bring me home. When I'm lost at sea, I hear your voice and it carries me. In this world we're just beginning to understand the miracle of living. Maybe I was afraid before, but I'm not afraid anymore. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven our place on earth. Ooh, heaven is a place on earth.
I want this song to be featured and scored, this version, in like Cobra Kai, the Netflix special. Like, I think, like, I know it's probably impossible to get a cover scored in like a TV show or a movie, but like the way that my brain works, being in the industry, I'm sitting here going, where would this fit? I hear this in a movie or a TV show and it should be there, but like, then I'm like, oh my God, Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai was like Karate Kid. Daniel Caruso, the original, was around in the 80s, around the time that this song dropped, and Cobra Kai, the spin-off of that when they're growing up, like, I just think that that would be a perfect fit. So good. So good.
In this world we're just beginning to understand the miracle of living. Maybe I was afraid before, but I'm not afraid anymore.
Woo! So sick. So good. So good. Don't be over. We got a minute. Wow. 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 There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. That was Dan Vasc. Heaven is a Place on Earth, metal cover, Belinda, Carlisle rearrangement. That was so good on so many different levels. Like, I might sound like a broken record after the reaction from what I said in, and I really didn't say too much in it. I tried to not pause it as much as I did, but I know and am so familiar with this man that Dan's voice is always going to be on full and total display. I get that and I know that, but like, you never know which direction Dan is going to go in his rearrangements, because when it's metal cover to a song that's not a metal song, you know he's rearranging it. I mean and stand completely by what I said when I like this better. Maybe it's just because this is newer and it's more my tempo and my speed, but you guys don't understand how hard it is to take a classic that everybody knows and rearrange it in a completely different genre, keeping the meat and potatoes of the song essentially the same and changing it completely at the same time, if that makes any sense. That's a skill in itself. And then to be able to execute it and execute it like it was executed here speaks volume of the artist that is Dan Vasc. Then you have the guitar playing, then you have the mixing and mastering. Like, it's just like, you can't sit here and critique it. Like, as a reactor, it's sort of my job as a person within the industry who knows the industry and understands so many different elements and across every genre of the industry to critique certain things and point certain things out. But there is no constructive criticism to give on this dude, because everything I've heard that this man releases is just fire, and it's almost like a one up on the next one. But what I do say a lot about this man and other artists that we react to on this channel, if you are somebody on the come up, if you are somebody trying to make it within the industry, saying to yourself over and over, oh, I can't do it because my budget is so restricted, this is literal proof right here that you can get a champagne video on a beer budget. What I mean by that is, I didn't know in the beginning, but I read the comments, is that this man essentially shoots most of his videos, if not all of them, in his bedroom or garage. A little bit of lighting, a good camera, a few camera angles, and a dope shot selection. That's all you need. The most important element is an okay camera. You don't even need an amazing camera. You need a good camera that records quality picture. That is the hardest step. Obviously the editing and stuff like that, but if you have even a few lights, and after you've recorded your video once, take the camera and put the camera in a different position and put the camera on an angle where it's going to be pleasing to the eye of the people that are watching. You only need a couple camera angles. You do these things. This is how it's going to be executed. You don't need tens of thousands, where in the late 90s and early 2000s, you needed a few 100,000 when the budgets were just astronomical. Now you can produce MTV style music videos under a few $1,000s. So good on so many different levels. When these reactions come through, I always look so forward to reacting to Dan Vasc. YouTube, y'all already know what it is at this point, man. Y'all know who I do over here. If I keep it 100, I keep it absolutely 100% with y'all. If you're new to the channel, please smash that subscribe button, click that post notification bell, make sure to like, share, and comment down below. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know songs, artists, things you want me to react to. I got you. I will put it on the list. I say it all the time because it's true. Everything we react to on this channel is what you guys requested, so keep on requesting and I will keep on reacting to your request. I haven't picked and choose or dictated what gets reacted to on this channel in over 2 years. You guys dictate what I react to in the comments as well as with your donation requests. Donation requests always get bumped up to the top of the list, seen and heard ASAP. That's just the way that it works. But do know that all donations come with a request of anything of your choice, and everything across the board on this channel, whether it's from videos I post, live streams, donations, shorts, everything goes towards helping the underprivileged children within my area of the Philippines. I was born and raised in Toronto, Canada, been in the Philippines for about the last 7 years or so. I am the founder of a nonprofit organization called the Dare to Dream Foundation. I have a number of initiatives in place, a scholarship program where I select 3 amazing students who show immense promise coming from a really, 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 really dire situation, giving them a full ride to high school, tuition, all school supplies, everything they need, full scholarship. I've partnered with a public school who is rated the lowest below the poverty line, about 400 students. Every one of them receives all of their school supplies for the entire year. I'm working on a feeding program for another school, supplying 90% of the students with snacks, lunches, and clean water to drink daily. I do a toy drive leading up to the holiday season, making sure that almost 1,000 kids get gifts for the holidays who wouldn't be receiving anything prior. There's so many amazing things going on. So just do know that your donation is going to a cause and to helping people. As always, in the description is the link to what we're reacting to. Not even going to ask you guys if you like it. Just click that link and go subscribe over to Dan Vasc's channel. Let him know in the comments that Shakes P sent you. It is your boy, Shakes P, keeping it 100. And I'm out. Peace.
Guess who's back? Back again. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?